Once you see them using that blue comb coming to your hair, you tell them that no, please, I want to go my way, I don't want trouble. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Akia Says Relax, and if this is the first time of you guys coming here, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. So I know it's been a while that I recorded a video, but then I'm back with another video today, and this is also a bit different from what I usually do, but it's similar to the one I did about silk presses, because I want you guys to have the best of everything, and I want you guys to watch out for people who are not really interested in taking care of your natural hair. So today I'm going to talk about what you have to look out for when you want to go to a Ghanaian salon, or if you're in Ghana and you want to braid your hair. I just want you to know what you have to look out for if you're a naturalista or if you care about your natural hair. And this is a disclaimer, I'm not saying that there are no good salons in Ghana or whatever, but then you still have to be extra careful when you want to have the best results when it comes to your natural hair. Okay, so some weeks back I did a questionnaire on my page on Instagram asking my followers what they think other people should look out for when it comes to going to Ghanaian salons. And a lot of people were able to give me their feedback, so I'm going to read some of the comments to you guys so that you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so one person said that tiny combs used to comb breaks my hair, and that's something that I'm sure everybody has experienced in Ghana. Those tiny blue combs, I'm going to put a picture on the screen so that y'all will know what I'm talking about, but then those are dangerous and you should really look out for those combs because they are the #1 key to breaking your natural hair. I remember when I was a new natural and I didn't know much about my hair, I went to the salon to braid my hair, and it's usually when you're going to braid your hair that they make this big mistake. So after they're done sectioning the hair that they're going to braid, then they take that tiny blue comb and then they start they start combing your 4C hair. Imagine how kinky and coily 4C hair is, and you can't even see the spaces between this tiny blue comb, and then now they're using it to rake through your hair. That's how crazy it is. And so that's something that I feel if you are really interested in the health of your natural hair, you have to look at. The minute you see that comb, sister, run away. So the next one is tight braiding of my edges. I rarely do braid, and that's another thing. A lot of salons, especially here, they like to really braid your hair tight. They feel like the tighter it is, the neater it comes off. And so a lot of people who don't know much about their natural hair, they go to braid at these places and then they end up losing all their edges and their edges fall off, and then they ask you, why is my hair not growing? So these are some of the reasons that can cause hair loss or your edges not looking the way they should look. Another person repeated the same thing about never letting them braid your edges, because it's crazy out here. They really damage people's edges out here. Sometimes you see somebody with a head full of hair, but then you see that all their edges are not there anymore. Why? Because of these braiders. You get it? And the next one is, this one is crazy, y'all. This one says, using only shea butter to blow dry natural hair. Like, who taught you that, young lady? And this is crazy. Like, we all know that shea butter is not moisturizing, but especially here, some braiders and some salons, they feel like shea butter is equal to a conditioner. It's going to moisturize your hair and leave it hydrated. So somebody literally carries shea butter, puts it on dry natural hair and said, I'm going to use this to blow dry your hair, and it's going to be moisturized at the end of the day. Like, that's so crazy. So another person said, all my edges are gone from cornrows without extensions. Without extensions, guys. So you can see how mad it is out here. If you don't watch out for yourself, nobody is going to watch out for you. And I can just imagine there's no extensions, and so how tight was it that the person lost all their edges due to just cornrows? You see, so these are some of the stuff that we have to pay attention to when we're looking for a salon that will cater for our needs. So another one said, how many people are touching your hair and if they will take their time to understand your hair needs. So sometimes in a lot of the hair salons in Ghana, especially if you're going to braid your hair, you have at least 5, 4, like more than 2 people braiding your hair, and everybody's yanking at your hair. And if the people who are doing this don't care about your natural hair, or they don't care about the needs of your hair, they're just going to rip out your hair. Imagine now you don't have one tiny blue comb, but you have like 3, and everybody's raking through your hair with this comb. So you can imagine, it's not going to help your hair, and it's going to end up in a huge disaster. Okay, so the final comment that I'm going to read says, it's always the hard way. Oh, they fry your hair and rip it out too. Oh my god, it's not easy, and I can really relate to this. If you've watched my video about silk presses, you know that the person is not telling any lie at all, because I've even experienced it myself. They literally do not care. Theirs is to achieve the style that you've given them. In my experience, when it comes to the braiding and not with the silk press, I remember when I started my hair journey first, I went to this salon, and it was a random salon, by the way. And even with that one, I remember I took my spray bottle, my conditioner, then my combs, but then it was still a disaster. The lady was so frustrated with my hair, and she was putting that frustration in the work that she was doing. So in addition to feeling extra pain, she ended up charging me extra because she said my hair was too thick. And in fact, she said my hair was natural, so that was the reason why she was charging me extra. Meaning, if I had perm hair, she wouldn't have done that. And I don't understand, because that's the hair that grows out of our head. So why are you charging me extra when you should know how to do both for the same price? You get it? So that's some of the experiences that you face when you don't have a salon that you know is going to cater for the needs of your natural hair. Okay guys, so I'm giving you 4 things that I think you guys should look out for when you're looking for a salon to braid or do anything in Ghana. The first thing that you should do is that you should do your research. I mentioned this in my other video, and I think when it comes to hair in general, like no matter which country you are in, you have to do your research just so that you're sure that the place you're going is going to do a good job and they're going to take care of the needs that you want them to take care of. So now I've done my research, and now I go to a place which I know caters for the needs of my natural hair. The second thing that I want you guys to look out for, or to keep in your minds, is that the pain is not worth the neatness. They are going to tell you that they want the hair to be as neat as possible, and neat as possible comes with pain. It comes with ripping out of your edges. It comes with pulling tiny hairs which should not even be pulled. And it's something that I've seen happen over and over again. I have this friend where I work, and she always braids cornrows with extensions. I think you guys know it as Ghana braids. And basically she has very like coarse natural hair, 4C hair. And every time she braids these braids, guys, you would see like her scalp has like swollen. Like you can see that it's breathing on its own. It's a whole live human being on its own. That's how painful it is. And like she has done it over and over again, so she doesn't see anything wrong with it. She feels that's how it's supposed to be. She feels that, oh, if she doesn't do it that way, if it's not that tight, it's not going to be neat. And if it's not neat, after a few weeks or so, she would have to go back and redo them. You get it? So it's like, I feel the pain is not worth the neatness. It shouldn't be too neat. As long as you have natural hair, it's not going to be as neat as somebody who has relaxed hair or who has texturized hair or something like that. Third thing that you should look out for is that don't let them use those blue combs on your hair. This is a big warning to everybody, because those combs, I've been talking about them since like it's the first sign of danger. Don't let them use it. If anything, they can use the other parts, the tail of the comb, to like make the sections or whatever. But then if they're going to use that to like rake through your hair, my sister, like by the time they're done with you, all your hair is finished. And if that's not something that you want, then once you see them using that blue comb come into your hair, you tell them that, no, please, I want to go my way, I don't want trouble. So it's something that you should really look out for. Like, don't let them use those blue combs to rake through your hair. It's the first sign of damage, the first sign of danger, and the first sign of you starting your hair journey all over again. And the fourth thing that you should look out for is that you should watch out for your edges. Just like how I've said previously in this video, it's something that a lot of salons, they want to do. They want to like focus on your edges, and by doing that, they end up tightening. Those hairs are very sensitive, and they are not supposed to be yanked out. And by doing this, they end up ripping out all your edges, and you're going to be looking all crazy. So it's something that you should always look out for. If you see that they're trying to touch your edges too much, or what they're doing doesn't make sense, you just tell them that they should stop, or you're not comfortable with this. They can't force you. Worst case scenario, you probably have to get up and leave, but usually it wouldn't reach that level. You just tell them that you don't want them to touch your edges, and that's good. I don't know if this should be a fifth tip, but I also wanted to add that if they feel frustrated about doing your hair, then you should know that they don't care about the needs of your hair. I've realized that a lot of places where they're like, your hair is too thick, won't you perm your hair, it's too coarse, this one, yeah, I've never done hair like this before. Just know that these people, they are not interested in my hair, and they're probably going to end up doing more harm than good. So that's another thing that you have to keep in mind when you're doing your hair in a Ghanaian salon. Always look out for how they react when they see your natural hair. That will let you know if it's a place that you should keep going to, or it's a place that you should just drop and look for another place. Okay guys, so I hope you found this video helpful, and even though there were just a few tips, I hope they are really beneficial to all of you out there. And like I said in the beginning of the video, this is not to say that there are no great Ghanaian salons. That's not the point of this video. The point of this video is just supposed to help you to know how to navigate between those who don't care about your natural hair and those who do, especially when it comes to braiding of natural hair, or when it comes to braiding your hair in Ghana, because most random salons, they really do not care. Let's just be honest with ourselves. So this is just supposed to be a guideline so that you know how to go about finding a place that really cares about your natural hair. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video, and see you guys in my next video. Bye.